So, as many of you will know, at San Diego Comic-Con, we got the reveal of Robert Downey Jr. back in the MCU as Victor Von Doom. What you may not know is Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau hinted at this to us over a year ago and we all had missed it. Along with that, you also might be wondering, is Victor Von Doom an Iron Man variant? Will this ruin the Doctor Doom character, and why cast Victor Von Doom to be Robert Downey Jr.? Well, I think you might have an idea. If you're new around here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We are very quickly approaching 100,000 subscribers, and my goal is to hit that by December 25th. Now, when I said Kevin Feige and Jon Favreau hinted at this over 1 year ago to us all, I wasn't lying. While going through interviews, I had caught this very interesting tidbit between Jon Favreau and Kevin Feige in the 15 Years of Iron Man video that was released on the Marvel YouTube channel that is still up to this day. In this video, they talk about casting Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, but originally they wanted Robert Downey Jr. to play Dr. Doom way back for 2005's The Fantastic Four instead of Julian McMahon. With that, I'm going to have a link to the full interview in the description down below, as well as in the top right of your screen right now, but I'm going to go ahead and play that clip for you all now.
Tell me your memories of where that idea came from, because there were some other people, there were, and I've talked about it.
I remember that Robert had come in for a general on it, and I remember you had all met with him already for like Dr. Doom or something on another project. I think I think he had come through on a maybe
Right.
Fantastic Four.
Right.
So there's another interesting tidbit here that ties into this clip, and RDJ has stated in an interview that this all started with a conversation he had with Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. Kevin had suggested to Downey to return to the MCU, but as someone else completely different from what he had played before. He goes on to say that he did not want his return to be a nostalgic trip down memory lane, but to go above and beyond from what the fans had expected. Following this, Kevin Feige had suggested that he play Victor Von Doom, and Robert Downey Jr. had said, and I quote, he brought up Victor Von Doom. I looked into this character. Let's get Victor Von Doom right. Reportedly, this all happened during Disney's investor retreat, which had occurred on May 17th, 2023. And the interview with Jon Favreau and Kevin Feige had come out exactly 1 week later on the 24th. So to me, this tells me not only do they have immense care for this character and how it is handled, but also this has been in the works for some time now. Some could say 20 years in the making. I'd say this also clears up the question of Robert Downey Jr. possibly playing an Iron Man variant that becomes Dr. Doom. This without a doubt confirms that Robert Downey Jr. is playing Victor Von Doom, not Tony Stark. Now, with the announcement of RDJ as Dr. Doom, we also had gotten the announcement of Avengers Doomsday replacing the Kang Dynasty, along with Secret Wars being announced once again. We know that Victor Von Doom is one of the 3 villains that are speculated to be in Fantastic Four First Steps. Those are Mole Man, played by Paul Walter-Hauser from Cobra Kai. I have to say, this casting is almost 100% confirmed, with Subterranea being mentioned on the map in New York for this futuristic retro 60s New York that this movie is taking place in. Along with that, we have Julia Gardner as Shia LaBeouf, the Herald of Galactus, along with Ralph Ineson as Galactus. Like I said earlier, this movie is going to be set in an alternate universe in a retro futuristic 1960s New York, and I believe that Robert Downey Jr. will definitely be in this movie, but to how big of a part that is, I'm not entirely sure. At the least, we will get him in a post-credits scene as Victor Von Doom. I definitely think in Avengers Doomsday, we will be getting Victor Von Doom's backstory. It makes the most sense because of it being titled Avengers Doomsday. This entire movie is literally going to be revolving around Victor Von Doom, and the Russo brothers already have a track record of doing this with Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, and history likes to repeat itself in Marvel. But with that, you might be wondering, why cast Robert Downey Jr. as Victor Von Doom? Why not cast a Romani actor? Well, I have to agree with one thing. I would have preferred to have a Romani actor play this role. However, Robert Downey Jr. is one of the few people who I feel like can really pull off this role, especially after his work on The Sympathizer. Along with that, there have been over 30 Marvel actors that had played multiple roles in films and movies. I'm not going to name all 30 of them, but a few so that you can get a better understanding of how this can be done. So, we're going to start off with Oscar Isaac playing Apocalypse, Moon Knight, and Spider-Man 2099, Mahershala Ali playing Cottonmouth Blade and The Prowler, Rebecca Romijn playing Mystique and Joan from the Thomas Jane's Punisher in 2004, Ray Stevenson, the Punisher in 2008's Punisher Warzone, and Volstagg in Thor: The Dark World, Gemma Chan as Cersei in The Eternals, and Min Irva in Guardians of the Galaxy, Jon Favreau as Foggy Nelson Happy Hogan, Linda Cardellini as Laura Barton and Lila. With that, it could definitely be done, and I think RDJ would brilliantly pull this off. I can see where people come from when they say Marvel is desperate by bringing him back. However, I don't think that's the case. Instead, they want to ensure that they won't fail with a third rendition of this character within the last 20 years. Personally, I'm really excited to see where they go with it. The next 2 to 4 years of Marvel are going to be truly mind-blowing, and I can't even fathom what we're about to be seeing on screen. I would love to know who you would have picked to play Doctor Doom in the MCU. Personally, I would have wanted Cillian Murphy, but I'm excited for RDJ as Victor Von Doom nonetheless. With that all being said, I will see you on the next one. Joe from Jar Jar Jargon and I will be going live again next week for Cantina Jargon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you do not miss when we go live. Lastly, I will see you all in the next one. This has been Cantina Talk, signing off.